Hello and welcome to some Be Open here at Darlington. I am so excited to get ready and race this one, even if we are the #1 car. Love Darlington. The B car is a lots of fun too, and it is a challenge to get around this place, but it is a fun challenge. And I am so excited to get back into an open NASCAR race for the first time in a while. Really excited, hoping we get some green flag pit stops even. Really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Darlington can be messy, but you might not get as many yellows as the wrecks happen on the apron, and it doesn't trigger the flag. But for now, I'm going to try not to wreck in qualifying.
Green flag, green flag. Okay.
So I might have to focus up here.
Lap.
A little hard into the corner there. I did the little warm-up practice right before this session, the qualifying session. It felt like the track was tighter. Now the track is back to being loose, I guess, because that did not feel tight. That felt very loose.
One more lap.
So I think we'll run a decent lap there. We're in the 8s. I'll take that.
You're in pole. That lap time was 29.86.
I'll see if I can do anything lap 2, but I think we'll lose too much grip, yeah. Just not quite the same amount of grip as we had on lap 1, so it looks like we'll be a little bit slower this time through, but that's okay. I'll take the lap time I got. That's about where I was running
Front has just done a 29.74.
time-wise. We have Ethan in here, number 4.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
He is a member of the larger Nick Neben, Gavin Limits community, and he said, "Hello, long time no see." It was actually pretty funny in the practice before we got into this session. I had the fastest lap time in there, and then he joined up and said, "Hey, haven't seen..." Oh my god, what am I doing? So I need to brake a little harder if I'm going to do a pit in. Or at least pay attention. Anyway, he said, "Hey, nice lap," and then he went and beat my lap. So that was pretty funny. Good luck to him. He's got some speed, clearly. He's right there behind us, a couple spots back. Right now we're P4. Kinda hoping I end up P5. I would really much rather start on the inside. But no matter which side I end up on, I mostly just hope that we
Watch your
The
speed.
officials don't like the way you're driving. Your lap times
Just
will be
hope that we
deleted,
can,
so you reset the car and try again.
get single file before turn 1.
Left front.
Especially because,
Fahrenheit. Front right.
holy cow, the cold tires, when you're on the race setup, so unbelievably slick. You gotta be so careful. So at least I know that's coming. I'm gonna be really ginger with the throttle, especially the first lap or two. And hopefully survive. Hopefully the field survives too. I'd really like to get a really fun green run in. See if we can't get some green flag pit stops, and maybe I won't blow past it like I did that first attempt on pit in. I did practice that a few times. I think mostly that was me thinking about what I'm saying instead of the pit in, and you really do have to focus to get that right, but still holding on to P4 for now. Definitely not gonna, wasn't gonna get a 0.6. That's quite the lap. Apparently that's some guy's Smurf account, from what I understand. As in, they are actually ranked much higher, but this is their second account, so it doesn't have as much I rating. And I believe it now. So I guess we're gonna have to start on the outside. That's what it's looking like here, unless someone swoops in at the last minute to save me. But not looking likely. At least we will get a very good view of the leader when they launch, so we don't have to worry about that too much. We've got 100 laps forthcoming here, and a big part of it is just going to be surviving, racing the track, and hopefully not making contact with everybody else. Alright, let's hop in the car. What kind of fuel mileage are we getting
One to
here?
go. Next time by.
65.7 estimated laps.
Closed right now.
I think I'll go a little bit past halfway.
The strength of field is 3,000.
There's your strength of field. Pretty decent. That's pretty good. And according to Race Lab, we've got some good A license safety ratings around us, so hopefully we'll experience some smart racing. Hopefully I'll experience myself racing smart.
The field is on the grid.
This is quite the challenge. At least it's not the first race I'm doing on my return back, but it is my first in the Xfinity car and my first back at Darlington. And this is always a challenge, so don't want to overdrive anything too crazy and wreck myself, that's for sure. What else should we look at here? We got 4 sets of tires. I did do a long run while practicing, and it was showing that my right rear was more worn than my right front, but the temperatures were higher on the right front. So I'm thinking that'll probably even out over time. So I think the pace I was setting while practicing was decent enough. Got my brake bias set. I put it back at 60, I believe it was. 60 for the race. Hopefully getting some nice turn on entry with the brakes.
Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
One more car to grid, and then we can get started here.
Everyone's gridded. There
Alright.
are 4 additional sets of tires for this race. Be smooth
We'll be following
and have a good
the
run.
number 2 Kart City Performance Toyota in front of us,
Rolling start.
heading to the
Get ready.
line.
Follow car number
Don't know what
2
any of
in the outside column.
that sponsor means, but they put in a pretty solid qualifying
Speed
lap.
is 42
10th
miles
faster
per
than
hour.
us. What gear are we going to be in? Looks like a second gear start to me. Okay, just testing it out, seeing what we got. Wonder if that's 16, they're kind of running low. Wonder if they're saving fuel or something. I don't know. I don't think, not to make it obviously, but maybe if they wanted to stay out longer on the initial run. Not too worried about that. I don't know the strategy or anything. I haven't seen anyone attempt this combo this week. So I might learn some things as we go along, but that's part of the fun, right? Having to adapt and adjust.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Restart zone should be enabled, so we'll be waiting on green.
Okay,
Pace car is
here we
off.
go.
It was like an eternity.
Green, green, green.
Ugh, that was a lot more wiggly than I expected on the start, but that's okay. Got single file, which was kind of what I wanted anyway.
I'm sorry, I gotta
Gotta get session last lap up. What am I doing? That's gonna be very important here
Car
as we
ahead
set our
is
pace.
Davis, car number 7, and their rating is 3.5.
Here's where it gets kind of loose on throttle as we get one guy in the wall up ahead. Oh, God's sliding as well.
fucking bonehead. Yeah, it was a bonehead decision on my part.
Oh, he's really gonna back out. Thought we were gonna be just fine heading to the outside, but they had a bit of a moment.
Yeah, you got me.
Guys are mad at each other, but no caution so far. That's kind of a common theme here at
You're
the
now in
It is
third.
just done a
Lady in Black.
30.06. The car ahead has just
Cautions
done
don't come out, but the
30.27. P3.
tempers sure do.
That was a 30.62.
I'm happy with how this is looking so far. We're P3. Just trying to hit a steady pace. Try not to do too much to the tires. We got a nice second back to 5th. One guy right behind us, but behind him got a little bit of space, which is very welcome. I want to focus on my battle with the track more than necessarily the battle with each other car, if I can avoid it.
PM4.
And put as little wheel as possible in it when I head into 3 and 4. Why is our guy stopped? Oh my gosh. Thank goodness that did not bring out a yellow. That would have been kind of upsetting. I'm trying not to slide it out of 2. It can be really easy to yaw it out a whole bunch there, and even if you're able to hold on to it, you're going to be making that right rear mad. Don't really need to be doing that. Just trying to be steady. Steady Eddie. Here.
Okay, Colton, your refuel window will open.
Kind of looked like the guy ahead. Yep, in the wall again. They're getting their Darlington stripes early. Not even through 6 laps here.
P3.
I doubt that's doing too much harm.
I was trying to get.
We got lap traffic coming up.
Yes, I wasn't sure which way you were
They're
going.
gonna get way out of the way though. That's much appreciated.
30.
Assuming they're not gonna drift up in front of me now.
The gap to P4 behind is now 0.78.
I give them a little extra space just in case. Really having to slow it down into 3 as the car loses more and more grip. Got 0.6 behind us,
You've just done a 30.85.
but still just waiting on the tires to react. Got some really good turn in this thing. I'm liking the setup a lot. Setup is OSR. Still got access to that. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, because they were very kind and gave me access to that a while back. And I kind of half thought, after being gone for a while, they're like, well, forget this. This guy's not even racing. He's not getting these setups anymore. But I came back and they're still there, so much appreciated. I don't know if that's an oversight and will go away. But thank you so much to
Gap to DeVries behind is now
OSR for the
0.93.
kindness, generosity, and a nice setup that's working pretty well right now. I think it's one of their free setups even. I don't know. I don't know what their current policy is, if they still got the free ones. Some of them are free, some of them aren't. I have no idea, to be honest. But this one's getting the job done. I really liked the Q setup.
Come on, bro. That's your ball.
Felt like if there was a talented driver behind the wheel, might have been able to get the pole time. Enough to put me in the top 5. Top 4 even. Get me a nice starting spot, and so far the race setup's feeling pretty good. I'm currently driving away from P4. I'm P3. Driving away from P4. And I still feel like our tires are going to be pretty good after a while. Those guys ahead are pulling away, but we'll see where we're at in about 30 laps. That's going to be the real question. So I feel like I'm doing a nice job right now, being smooth. Trying not to slide the car, trying not to get it into the wall. And so far, I think we've got mission accomplished with that.
That was 31.12.
What a fun racetrack, though. I could race this place all day, all night. So unique. No other track quite like it. I kind of wish they, when they would build new tracks in the modern day, they'd just do something weird sometimes. I know they'd probably be afraid it wouldn't work at all, but, like, Darlington would never be built these days. It wasn't even, when it was built, it wasn't even built to be this, because I think they expected people to use the bottom back then, because I'm sliding out of the corner. But of course the higher banks up near the top are much, much better. And then of course it wasn't even supposed to have the tighter corners, but they had the, whatever it was, the minnow pond or whatever that they had to avoid, so they had to shorten up the 3 and 4.
The gap to P4 behind is now 1.16.
In no other universe does this track be built the same way, but it was, and I think it's fantastic. So, kind of wish when they build new tracks, they'd be like, what if we just did this thing that's absolutely insane, and then challenge the drivers, you know? It'd be interesting. But we gotta cherish what we got, and we've got a pretty fun Darlington track. And we've also got a lot of room around us right now. We are still pulling away from P4, and P2 is still pulling away from us. Although I am noticing P2 get closer to the lead. It looks like it. And something that definitely happens here at Darlington, when you got guys side by side, they lose a ton of time. So it could help us catch up to that a little bit, although they are pretty far away at this point. But again, still early, just now going through 15 laps. Car's trending looser and tighter. I kind of thought about it, and I'm like, you know, it's kind of doing both, because it's looser as I enter 1, and as I exit 4. But it's tighter when I'm trying to exit 2 and when I'm entering 3. But not unbearable. Just trying to be smooth, adapting with my circumstances here. Got this lap car coming up again. I'm not sure what happened to them. They must have gotten damaged or something, because I remember they were the ones stopping, I believe, on the track and towing. So, yeah, they've got some damage on that thing for sure. Not sure what happened to them. We'll see you later in the incidents, I'm sure. Hopefully they see me coming and will help me out a little bit as we get to the backstretch.
31.54.
Alright, that was a little close, but we made it. Trying not to lose any time here. I think I'm happy that I put brake bias down at 60 and enjoying the amount of turn in I get entering 3, and at this point entering 1 as well. So I'm using some brake now into 1. So only 2/10 separate the leaders right now. Could have ourselves. Uh-oh, Darlington stripe.
Yeah, no sense holding you back while I'm knocking myself around back here.
Alright, we'll get our first one on lap 19. That's okay, no harm done. Just a tiny little love tap. Souvenir for later.
The gap behind is now 1.33.
Oh my gosh, the leader!
The next
What did you
car's the
do?
leader.
Whoa. The leader just wrecked.
Yellow flag.
We got ourselves a yellow. Holy cow.
Closed. Pit road is closed.
Cars out.
I was checking, I was checking up, and I was going to go to the inside. He was going to the inside.
Miscommunication while the pass was happening.
Yeah, that sucks, man. I was even off the gas. Like,
Race car
trying
speed
to...
is 81 miles per hour.
The spotters didn't communicate.
you're
We had
good,
ourselves a
man.
wreck.
I was trying to hit my button, and I
That
got
sucks.
Pit road
a
now
hub, and my
open.
button wasn't there, and that was on
Pits
me.
are open.
Well, we're definitely pitting.
I didn't know if, like, wheel came unplugged, or... Damn. I'm sorry. I tried to get off the gift, but it was just too late. Yeah, you're fine, dude.
The leader.
There goes one of our
Pitting. Pit lane speed limit is
top
45
competitors in
miles
this
per hour.
race. I assume that damage is going to be too much to overcome. Plot twist here, early in the run, early in the race.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Too far forward. That was like a micrometer.
Right
Too far
front,
forward.
93%. Front left.
I've been bad about that since
95%.
returning. I gotta get my pit stall, my pitting
We're done. Get going.
better.
Line up.
How
single
about you
file.
heard? 2 minutes.
It looks like we need to add 5.6 gallons.
Too, that'd be great.
Save some fuel here.
Jet start 3. Sharp.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I don't think we can make it, but
The pace car's in. Turn 4. Full course yellow. Pits are open. Follow
One
car
left to
number
green.
4.
Line up on the
lane.
inside.
Alright, Colton,
Jet start
get
4.
ready. Race will
Sharp.
resume at the end of this lap.
getting caught back up. Just trying to save fuel while I do it.
We will need to add 5.4 gallons.
How much?
We'll need to add 5.4 gallons.
That sounds like not very much. That can't be right. Well, I know I gotta go a little bit easier on the throttle on the start. Pretty much where we started. A couple of guys in front of us that weren't there before, but that's okay. We were about a third place car, but with that other guy out of contention, might have a better shot at it. Though that's that 2 is real fast. Still had
Get ready.
over half
Going
the run to
green.
go, so I don't know what would have happened in the extra long run, but
Pace
The
car
pace
is just
car is
left.
in.
we'll give it another start here.
Green flag. Green flag. Outside.
P5.
Keep low. Clear outside if you want it.
Alright. They want the track position, that's fine. I don't want to push too much right now. Way too sketchy on the cold tires. Let's have it cut down.
P6. Your lap time was 32.35.
Oh, got lots of sliding up ahead. I'm sliding a little bit too. Gotta really be careful.
Car in front of us is Davis. Car number 7. Their rating is 3.5.
He's 6 for now. They're getting so close to the wall up ahead. I don't know if they're hitting it or if it's just prediction code, but ooh, we're getting loose. I think that's the 4. I think that's Ethan. I think he's the 4. Yeah, he is. Got a little bit loose up there. Cars around us maybe picked up a little speed.
Has just done a 30.35.
Wall ahead. Gotta really stay on my toes in case there's some wall contact or something ahead and we have to check up real hard.
Just done a 30.39.
That's a little bit of space behind us, that's nice.
We'll need to add 5.3 gallons.
It says 1.3 gallons. That feels savable.
P6.
But the iRacing calculator is making it sound like we're like 20 laps short, so I don't know. 59 laps. Yeah. We'll check in with that again later, I think. See what's happening with it. Either way, I think we're going long, so we have time to think.
Your last lap time was at 30.54. That's good consistency, keep it up.
That behind's caught back up a little bit. 15. Guy on the wall ahead. He's okay. Leader's not getting us far away. Although it was really the other guy that got to a huge lead early, and then it was P2 that was catching up to him.
That lap was at 13.56.
Man, they're all getting real close to that wall. That's kind of just what you have to do here. It's just making me nervous, having to react. Loose on entry. Man, we got some talented drivers in here with how close they're putting it to the wall. Really hitting their marks. Slid it a little bit out of 2. We're really just running the same pace right now, which is interesting. Especially like in an open setup race. It's looking kind of like a fixed race with how equal the speeds are at the moment. I'm gonna go sliding out of 2 again. I really gotta be more careful with that. Wonder how I'm doing with my tire savings aside from that. If we're gonna fall off from these guys, or if it'll continue being the same, or maybe we'll even gain back on them a little bit. I don't know. We are pulling back away from that 15 behind us. So they were pushing a little bit to keep up with our group. It's been a great race so far, though. Only caution so far was because of the leaders, and that was a miscommunication. Ooh, big wall hit for the 7. That'll bring him back to us a little bit. That might have gave him some damage too, because that was a pretty solid hit. Not sure if it would be enough to actually slow him down much, but I'm sure didn't help him. Gonna check back with that fuel situation here in a moment. Ooh, 17.7 getting loose on entry maybe, or just cutting down hard, trying to make a pass. sure what the intention was there.
I think we'll need to add 4.8 gallons.
1.8, so the amount we need to save is going up. I don't know about all that. Oh yeah, there went the original leader and the pole sitter. Has now left the building. What a turn of events.
Okay, Colton, the pit window is now open. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P19. Behind
Well, the
Rogers.
pit window is open. Starting to bunch up a little bit here. I think the tire wear is starting to become a factor. The 7 might want to get around, but that is quite the ask at Darlington. So we'll see what happens. We got a lot of distance behind us, I just noticed. I think the 15 must have had some
The lap
issues.
time was at 31.46. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Really getting loose out of 2 now. As much as I try not to. Getting closer to the back of them. When he gets loose, I got loose too, though.
That lap was at 31.72.
Uh-oh. Reacted a little bit there, afraid that he was going to come to a stop hitting that wall. I was going to have to check up and cut down, but he kept it going. I just lost a little bit of distance is all.
I'm gonna drop the inside 14.
I just noticed how far that leader has got out in front a little bit. Pulling away.
That lap time was 31.81.
Seven going for a move, it looks like.
Car outside. Keep low. Clear high.
Tried to follow him through, but not going to have enough drive down there at the bottom.
You've just done a 32.12.
Eight is really holding on to it.
Okay, Colton, the next car is Mark.
See how much time that cost me trying to take that low line last lap.
That lap time was 31.
That's what I mean when you're side by side here. It really costs you some time. This is a one-lane road that we race on, essentially. I feel like I had enough of a run to get alongside him enough there. Alright, we gotta find a way around this guy, find a way to get a run.
That was 32.18.
Guy's in the wall ahead. Alright, we're going.
Outside. Outside, clear.
He fights us off. This is gonna be a tough one to make. More in the wall ahead. He's in the wall bad. Nearly wrecking.
Still up.
Car outside. Stay low. Outside, clear.
That's one way we can make that pass. You had to check up because this guy was letting the other guy go.
We're halfway in the race. You're in fifth.
P5. Okay, Colton, we're halfway through. We estimate 37 laps of fuel remaining. That was 32.28.
Outside. Keep low.
Back off. Let us go.
Outside is clear.
Kind of. Had to slide him a little bit there.
The next car is Davis, car number 7, but their rating is 3.5.
You're back in fourth position.
Just done
Back and forth.
32.32.
Oh wow, the handling just went off a cliff. Had that one moment in 3 and 4 there, like that last lap, and my tires got hot.
Rejoining.
All of a sudden, my handling is not great.
Your lap time was 32.24. We estimate we're going to need to add 4.8 gallons. Lap times are pretty consistent.
When would I pit if I needed to pit here? It's not focusing and I hit the wall. Just thinking about pits. That's how easy it is to hit the wall here, man. Lose focus for 1 second and suddenly you're entering the corner wrong. Thankfully getting some distance from the guy behind us.
Your last lap time was at 32.17.
Ooh, 7 gets loose up ahead. I wonder if we can run him down. Way too hard. That's going to be a Darlington stripe and a half. He was actually kind of fast though. But did we get damage?
No damage. Car looks clean.
Car looks clean. Oh, that's what I meant to do.
P4.
I really have to keep focused though.
Okay, Colton, you've used half your fuel.
I entered that corner last lap like I would have about 20 laps ago, and I can't do that anymore. That's more what I want to do.
You've just done a 32.20. Davis in front is now 0.94.
Lap 70 maybe for the pits. I think we could go green. Question is, will anyone make it on fuel?
Looks like we'll need to add 4.5 gallons. Good consistency.
The number is going down now. But is it too late to start saving? Man, I'm sweating. There's a reason they call it a driver's racetrack, I guess. Driver really matters, and you really gotta put some work in. Fighting this wheel on exit and really doing the math, calculating how much
Is increasing. It's now
brake to use on entry and all that.
Never mind.
Number 3, just so you know, I'm not trying to race at all, so don't feel like I'm pushing on you back there.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just loose. As long as you don't see my car door, my car number in front of you, you're good.
I think we'll need to add 4.4.
Yeah, I'm not going to pass you. I'm 2 laps behind you. And
Maybe we
I have no
try to make it
intention
to
of
the
screwing
end.
that up,
It's
so.
1.4 now.
And
I mean, heck, those new tires that were going to be so fast. Are people going to overtake us anyway? If they pit? I like that I have to think about this, though. It's fun to have to think about strategy.
Davis ahead is now 1.30.
I think we're catching the guy ahead, maybe. 1.3 right now.
That was at 32.32.
The car is so unhappy right now, though. It's crazy how much it's just drifting through 1 and 2. Maybe we're not catching the guy ahead.
That lap time was 32.
Oh, I think Ethan's in the wall pretty hard up there. Can't really look away from my racing line, but I saw some smoke. Don't be doing that. I'm rooting for you, man. You're in P2.
Alright, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up. The gap to Davis ahead is now 1.26.
Leader's certainly not having too much trouble. They are well ahead. Out there earning it. Still a decently long way to go, though. 37 laps. These Darlington races have a way of feeling like they go on for ages, too, as a driver, because you're working so hard. It's kind of like when I jump into a dirt oval car, for me, because that's such a harrowing experience.
Gap to P3 ahead is now
Well, the short little
1.62.
races feel like they go on for 12 years. Might have a pass attempt by the 7 up coming up here. Stay in. They continue to close that gap.
32.31.
We're coming up on when I thought we would need to make a pit.
We'll need to add 4.7 gallons.
Ooh. And the fuel we need has actually gone up. So I think we're definitely going to pit. I don't think that we can make it without having to go so slow that
Mark is pitting
it
from
won't matter.
6. We think he'll come out close in front.
Got some guys cutting it sooner, though. Heard about some pit stops. I'm just afraid that I'll do that and a caution will come out. Because other guys are trying to pit, and that is a dangerous prospect
P3 ahead is now 1.
on a tough pit road to get into. They are side by side now. Might be smart for me to pit right before I get to him, so that way I don't have to
Gregory, car number
lose time
4,
trying to
their
overtake.
rating is
That might be the
3.9.
plan. Assuming I continue to catch Ethan here. Looks like it might play out so that way it's right about lap 70 anyway, right about when I was wanting to have it done.
The gap to P3 in front is now 1.
I think we got fresh tires coming up though, so maybe I'll just go now.
128.
So I can avoid having to deal with that.
Keep it up.
Hitting in, yep.
Watch your speed limit in
Not the
pits.
quickest pit entry ever,
Coming to
but
the end.
serviceable,
Should be
I
coming out
guess.
into clear air. We should come out into position 16 in front of Cody.
It's interesting, they predict where you're going to come out.
Downs,
Gonna add full
entering
fuel.
The pits. He's in P9. We
So
should
the
come out a
handling-
little way behind you.
Remains consistent.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3,
The
2.
leader,
The
Rogers,
leader's
is
pitting
pitting.
now. 1, right here.
Alright, didn't slide past the box this time.
Front right, 73.
Dang, I was wrong about the right rear. It definitely got more worn than the right front, despite tire temps.
Barnes, ahead is pitting.
Noted.
That's it, go.
Your pit exit looks clear. The car ahead is Michael, car number 15, and their rating is 2.6. Gregory, he's pitting
Car
for position
outside.
2.
Clear
He'll come out
outside if
just
you want
behind
it.
you.
Careful on the cold tires. They're gonna be fast right now, but still cold.
The car behind you is pitting.
P9.
Be interesting to see where everyone comes out around us. Got my wish though, green flag pit stops, I love it, this is so much fun.
Is 3.4. 7th position. That lap was
car
at
behind you is pitting.
30.18. That lap was at 30.32.
For my opportunity here. That is called getting loose. And subsequently missing an opportunity.
The leader's pitting now.
Is pitting.
Leader just now pitting, but they had some buffer room. So I'm sure they're not too concerned. Big run here, gotta go with it.
Brown, car number 19.
Car
is down
outside.
the lead.
Still there, hold your line. Clear high.
Get around him. I wanted to slide up more, but there was a guy on the wall up
Clear
ahead.
up top. Get back in pit.
5.
Think about him.
Car outside. Outside is clear.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that courtesy.
Okay, Colton, the next car is
Old school
Rogers,
way of
car
doing it
number
here.
2.
Darlington.
Back in third.
P3,
Keep
the lap
hustling.
time was at 30.59.
We are P3 at the moment. Not going to catch the guy ahead, who was your leader.
Rogers, car number
They are
2.
fresher tires and we're much better
The
anyway.
next car's the leader. The leader's pitting now.
Leader's pitting now.
Comes out.
Which is the 19. They were trying to make it to the end, I think. Or at least considering it. Just going long, so you're going to be P2.
30.49.
What happened to Ethan? I hope he didn't get a penalty or something. Because I don't see him anymore. We'll have to make our way through lap traffic, which is
I'm
gonna
gonna
be a
drop
little
inside
scary.
leaders.
Car inside, clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Really appreciate when guys are smart about it.
Before, that freaking 15 car scared the hell out of me.
Feeling good though. Back in P2. Felt like I threw away a few spots in my eventual finish after sliding through the box during that yellow. But it looks like through the green flag pit stops, I think I might have been able to overcome that, because the two guys behind me right now,
Gap
older
to
tires.
4. Behind is now 2.8. That lap was a 30.62. Gap
So I
to
don't expect them to
P1
come
in
get
front
me.
is now 4.3 seconds.
As long as I don't make a mistake, obviously. Leader's only 4.4 ahead. That's not too crazy, but again, they have fresher tires, so I don't have any illusions that I might go catch them unless, you know, something happens. Something happened to that other guy. The guy with his secondary account. Yeah, so anything can happen. We've had some crazy finishes here at Darlington too. Which reminds me, I still want to do the idea of doing some highlights of
The
previous
lap time was
exciting moments
30.82.
and such. I've been going through my old videos and finding some noteworthy stuff of exciting
problem.
finishes and all
I have
that,
that
and
image.
maybe making some YouTube shorts out of that. Just to spread them out once in a while. Just for fun.
watch
Easy way to
everybody's
show
anyway.
family and friends interesting things that happened, and
Understandable.
just to go back and see some fun moments myself. It's one of my favorite things about recording is I can go back, all these races I've had,
That lap was a
if I want to go check them out, I
30.83.
can. Which is a real nice thing to be able to do. So, maybe get some highlights or something. I think that'd be fun. I just gotta figure out how to do that properly and stuff, because I'm not really experienced with anything. I still make my thumbnails. I just take a screenshot and I put it in MS Paint. That's about how advanced I am, so.
That lap time was 31.00. The gap to P1 ahead is
I wonder
increasing.
if I should be
It's
going a
now
little easier.
1.1.
We've got like 9 seconds behind us. I don't expect to catch the leader. Maybe I shouldn't be wearing my tires out, but
Drop it inside leaders.
I think I'll just try to run a pace. Because I don't think they're going to catch me, even if my tires do fall off. So I might as well just
That lap was a
not try to do anything
31.00.
particular. Just run comfortably to the end of this thing, which I think I can get that done.
Go to the bottom, Mike.
I think this race has been just about everything I could hope for, though. So nice to be able to do some green flag pit stops. It was just what I was wishing for with my first race back in an open series like this, and that's what we
Alright,
got,
Colton, the
and
next
that is
car
awesome.
One lap behind.
Wonder what happened to Ethan, though. Something must have
Someone
happened, penalty-wise or something, which really stinks.
Thank you.
Because I think he only pit like a lap after me, or so, unless I'm completely wrong on that.
just done a 31.22.
Going to be coming to 15 to go. We got some lap traffic we'll have to get around here in
Yellow
just a
15
moment.
on straightaway.
The gap to Rogers ahead is increasing. It's now 5.9 seconds.
22 going inside.
Kelsey, go low off of the off turn 2.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Glad I was able to make that green flag pit stop without any issue. Felt like I took it a little easy probably on entry, but I would much rather do that than overshoot it like I did
The lap time
after I
was
did
at
qualifying.
31.36.
And didn't overshoot my box either, which is what I was really hoping to avoid doing. So, clean, smooth stop is really all I could ask for, and it looks like it got me P2, which is excellent. Again, pending any mistakes by me, or it could be a yellow flag. That could really switch things up here. I really hope that doesn't happen, but it is a possibility. I can't forget this isn't ARCA or something. No cautions. Though I do want to do some ARCA racing. I've been avoiding the new ARCA car because of those issues it was having with the netcode and stuff where you would slam into the wall. And I really didn't want to have to take some of the very little free time I have and use it on that just to get taken out by a glitch like that. That would just be disappointing. But it sounds like this week they're at USA and not really an issue at the slower speeds, so might be a good opportunity to finally give it a go. Oh my lord, that was scary.
Car inside.
Trying to keep it low
Clear
for us,
inside.
and we almost drifted up a bit, but we're fine. We've got 11 to go. That 7 car is really catching up fast. He pit like 5 laps later than us.
6.7.
I'm hoping that the tires will even out a little bit, and he'll stop catching us so darn fast, but I'm worried he might get to me. Where are you going?
Inside. Stay high. There's a car on the low side.
Riding in both
Clear
lanes at
inside.
once, so I didn't know where he planned on being. But he gives us the high line, which I appreciate. I think that's probably even better than the low line.
Is 1 lap behind.
In 3 and 4.
Great job. 10 to go.
That was a 31.84.
Oh man, that 7 is catching up quick. He might get to me. Does have to get past some guys though, just like I have had to, but they've been really good about letting us by, so he might not lose too much.
Your last lap time was
A little bit of interest at the end of this race though. Fighting for a position when it looked like we might be good while there. Looked like we had E2 locked up, but not so fast. My car is not so fast. Doesn't feel too bad though. It's just less grip because the tires are older, but I don't feel like the balance is too horrible right now.
That lap time was
I
31.78.
feel like I'm able to hit my marks without too much issue. A little bit loose. Heading through 1 and 2 and on the exits and stuff. As I speak. Got loose there. But not undrivable.
P3 is getting closer. The gap is now 5.7 seconds.
Now my spotter's telling me P3 is getting closer. I did notice, spotter. I did happen to notice that.
You've just done a 31.77.
Looks like he's gaining a little slower now, though. The tires might be evening out like I was hoping. It's about 4.7 back now with 6 to go.
Okay, Colton, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Another guy making it real easy on us. Really appreciate that. Lots of very courteous drivers here on the field today. Love that. Five to go.
5 laps to go. We're a great spot.
Man, I should be a
for
spotter.
hardware.
I'm saying all the things he's saying. Ooh, did he get the wall there? Up ahead? Looked like he might have.
Davis, he's reeling you in. The gap's now 4.6.
Let's go.
Car inside. Clear
Thank you.
inside.
The car in front is 2 laps behind.
And the leader is checked out. Oh, there's Ethan. P10 right now. He must have had some sort of issue with green flag pit stops. Still top 10 though, so that tells me maybe a lot of people did. Seven car will have to gain over a second a lap to catch us. So I think we might be in the clear. Kind of taking a lower exit through too, and I'm kind of liking it. Feeling like I should have been doing that for a while instead of whatever I have been doing.
2 laps to go. 2 to go.
How far ahead is the leader? Kicking our butts. About 10 seconds. That's crazy.
2 laps left. We're on for a podium here. The gap behind is now 3.9.
Oh, stepped on gas a little too hard there. Don't throw away your P2 here. Felt like I had it stable. I hit the gas and it was not stable. Not racing for anything except for P2 right now, so no reason to even push it like that. We make it to the white flag.
Okay, Colton, 1 more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
I think you slowed down just to talk.
Awesome race, guys. Very nicely done, too. Great race.
Great drive, that's a podium.
That was a lot of fun.
Checkered flag, checkered flag.
We'll get P2.
Great
Very
job.
happy with
You did
that.
really well.
Ooh, my hands hurt. Oh, he spun into pit road. I knew something happened. We'll respond to him. Still held on to that top 10 though. What were our tires looking like? 82, 80. Interesting. So I felt like I went a little harder as the 2 car does the celebrating. I felt like we went a little harder that run, and it almost was, dare I say, better on the tires? Because me going harder meant driving in harder, I guess. And that really evened up the tires. So that's something maybe interesting to note. In the future? See, yeah, very funny. Very funny. See you in a year. Man, is that the reputation I have? Hopefully, don't. I'll see him sooner than that. I really enjoyed this race, and I hope to continue racing. Very funny. Anyway, we will look at the incidents. Here are your results right here, in case you want to see the whole list some more. Very, very unfortunate for the 16, though they're on a second account anyway, so I'm sure they don't mind too much. And we will get started here. There's me being a dummy, slamming on the throttle on the start. I'm glad I didn't get too stupid. But that would definitely was a little more sketchy on the throttle than I expected. So lap 1, the 9 car. Ooh. Could have had a lap 1 turn 1 wreck here. 9 kind of just takes a bad angle into the corner. I think he turned in a little early, maybe. Carried maybe a little bit too much speed, and that brought him up into the 5. And then the contact and having to slow down trying to avoid it. Got the 13 right there. 5 really paid for it. That's why they were lapped down early. And 13 also not faring well from it. Ooh, okay. I think the 10 did not realize that the 8 was going to make a move there. It looked like he was going to take the turn like normal, and the 8 kind of throws it in there. Yeah, I would say that's a late move on the 8. I think, especially at Darlington, you got to telegraph your intentions a little more. And me personally, I would want to be more alongside him before saying I'm going to commit to trying making a pass here. Because this is what can happen. You've got the 10 ready to take his line as normal, and the 8's ready to try to make a pass going on the low side, and they meet in the middle. And 8 just continues on. He doesn't really bother him much, but the 10, unfortunately, not so lucky. Trying to get up to speed. He's got a damaged car or something. Is he the one that was stopping on the track? I thought it was the other guy stopping on the track, but it looks like it's the 10. I mean, it doesn't bring it out of yellow, so I guess no harm, no foul, but you do kind of wish guys would just go ahead and take it to the pits if they're going to try to tow the car, just in case. So you don't want to mess with the race of however many other people. 11's going to find some wall. Here's the incident with the 16. I'm very curious. Oh, wow. So it wasn't even close to the corner. He was trying to be extra courteous. But I think you got to call it out if you're going to do that drastic of a move, because there's no way the 2 could have anticipated that. No way at all. The 16's noticing that the 2's catching him quick. And it looks like the 16 might have even gotten tight on exit. So I think what they were going to do is like, hey, they know this guy's coming up fast, they're going to go low and let him go by. So he's like, all right, I'll go low and go by. But the 2 was already thinking, well, he's going slow on exit, I got to cut down. So they end up in the same spot. And I don't think the 16 realizes that the 2 followed him. So he gets on the brakes, and there's that miscommunication. Really unfortunate for the 16. I would have liked to race against him, because it looked like he was falling off pretty hard that first run. And might have had a chance to catch back up to him. That could have been a really interesting thing to see on a long run. See what happens there. And he's going slow enough on track. I think that probably brought out the yellow. 16 driving along. Trying to make his way through the field again, looks like. 14... in a bit of a tough spot there. This run went to the end, which is awesome. A little bit of wall hits there. All the way to lap 62. And here's Ethan getting into the wall. I remember seeing this. He got it pretty good there. I feel like I do this all the time, where like I'm on a late run. In fact, I did it during this race. I'm later in a run on tires, and I enter the corner like I have fresh tires or something. Just your brain goes numb for a moment. And oftentimes it ends up you getting into the wall. Apparently my wall hits weren't cool enough to show up in the incidents, though. I gotta hit the wall harder if I want to be in the in the highlights, I guess. Oh, we even got it again there, looks like. Turn 1 giving them some issues. Whoa, whoa! Whoa! Whoa, hold on to it! Wow, that is the most I've ever seen someone spin without spinning. So he's all... Oh, he was trying to hit the pits. Overshoots it. Tries to cut down there and gets it. Lights the tires up braking, which got the tires hot, so when he starts getting on the throttle, they start spinning a little bit. And so does he. Thank goodness he saved that, though, because if he doesn't, we got a yellow in the middle of the, Oh, no, there's Ethan. Then we got a yellow in the middle of the pit stops, and no one wants that. Yeah, that's interesting. He just kind of has a slow spin there. Maybe it was carrying a little bit too much speed. This is such a tough pit road. I mean, you saw me mess it up after qualifying. Oh, that is a horrible feeling. I've been there before where you just start getting that slide. Horrible feeling. But he did still get that top 10 at least. I know he wanted much more than that, though, because he was ahead of us and probably deserved to finish ahead of us. He was having an excellent run. So continuing on. Oh, my. Oh, that was awkward. I think this is a result of guys having all kinds of different tire wear, and then you've got the 20 and the 15 entering side by side in the turn 1. The 20's got a terrible angle on the corner, so he's got to go really slow to stick it down there, and the 19's not ready for how slow he's going to be. Somehow avoids contact, but he sacrifices himself to do it. Oh, that really stinks. I wonder if he was going to try, because he was in the lead at this point. I wonder if he was going to try to make it on fuel and had to abandon it because he KO'd his car. That would have been so disappointing for him if that's what happened. Disappointing for him either way, but unfortunate. Sorry to see that. Oh, wow. Another almost caution. It was Earnhardt and Earnhardt Jr. going at it. 3 in the 8. So they're fighting for third. This is a battle for position later in the race. That's just Darlington being a tough racetrack, I think. You could say, well, maybe the 3 could have gone a little higher, but it looks like he's getting loose there, and maybe that's why he ends up a little lower on the track. But 8's not really giving him much room either, and that's why I'm more inclined to say, man, this is just a tough track. I don't even really want to blame anyone for that. That's Darlington biting back, feels like, and that's very unfortunate for those guys. I bet they didn't finish too bad. Oh, yeah, maybe. I was going to say maybe they didn't finish too bad anyway, but got 14th there. Probably got some pretty big damage there. But I thought maybe they'd be okay because they kept going. Man, we had like about a half dozen almost yellows. So we got this guy on the wall up ahead, trying to stay out of the way. 20 has to slow down a whole bunch to avoid getting into him. And the 12, not able to slow down quite enough, but again, just hard to blame anyone. I guess, you know, 18, got to practice staying on that high line a bit. He's trying to stay up high, trying to do the right thing, but you still got to make the corner. And I think you got to still turn in, kind of aim like right here. You know, Darlington's so tough, though. I'm not blaming anybody for anything here. Again, Darlington is just a rough one. Here we're within 10 to go. The 9's finding the wall. This is a battle for position. Fighting for 6th place. And they are getting physical with it. 9 carrying some speed along the wall. He's Chastaning it through 2. It's not really working out for him. And that was it. The 2, your well-deserving winner. I think even if the 16 doesn't crash out early, I think the 2 still might have gotten it with their long run speed. And we'll get a P2, which I am absolutely happy with. And I think that's just about it. All we have to look at, we will look at the results page. And then I will say goodbye for now. So, make sure that my OBS is showing it. Here we are. 30 iRating gained. Alright, 5,800 again. Dipped back below under the 5,800 mark in the first couple of races I did coming back. But 30 is a nice little gain there with a P2 here. 177 championship points. I forgot this was a really decent strength of field too, so I'm definitely happy with that. We were able to stay pretty consistent and put in some good laps, and then we got ourselves a good finish. 0x as well, not always guaranteed. And here is the rest of your field and the results they had. Fastest lap by the 16, but unfortunately didn't make it through all of them. So that will do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. Really fun race. A racer's race where you get to go green flag racing and do some pit stops and have a great time. So hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one, hopefully within a year.